Hello everyone, myself Khushi Ravya. My today's topic is characteristic of a Victorian age. This is my academic information. This is table of contents. Introduction about Victorian age. Victorian era in British history, the period between approximately 1820 and 1940, corresponding roughly but not exactly to the period of Queen Victoria's reign, and characterized by a class-based society, a growing number of people able to vote, a growing state and economy, and Britain's status as the most powerful empire in the world. During the Victorian period, Britain was a powerful nation with a rich culture. It had a stable government, a growing state, and an expanding franchise. It also controlled a large empire, and it was wealthy in part because of its degree of industrialization and its imperial holdings, and in spite of the fact that three-fourths or more of its population was working class. Late in the period, Britain began to decline as a global political and economic power relative to other major powers. The Victorian sensibility. Perhaps the most generally accepted view of Victorian age underlining modern studies of the periods is that described by a distinguished historian in these words. The real difficulty in talking about the Victorian age is not so much to get clear of all trails of deliberate malice as to avoid an foreshortening which affects all historian judgments. There was not one Victorian age, there were at least three, and each of them continually changed shape and color like display of the northern lights. A more recent remark that it probably required as much energy in 19 thousand to embrace Christianity as in 18,000 was required to reject it, provides one measure of the general change that had taken place. At the more quotidian level of manners and modes, there were other changes apart from the conscious action of politicians or social reformers. The continual and ever increasing rapidity of the industrial revolution was year by year silently transmuting social habits, obliterating old distinctions of rank and creed, and turning a Bible reading people with ideals based on reminiscence of ruler of worker life and the hierarchy of classes in the city population that we know. After listening the manifold changes which had taken place between 1850 and 1914, a recent historian concluded no balance sheet can be drawn up when he assessed and liabilities are so tremendous, but the process by which they were accumulated and incurred deserves study. The present essay attempts, within the context of this complex view of the Victorian culture revolution, to trace an history of the element in that revolution, the Victorian sensibility. Did suicide increase with industrialization in Victorian England? One of the oldest, best known, and most widely accepted sociological theories is the belief that the transition from a traditional to a modern society is associated with rising suicide rates. Long before the publication in 1897 of Emil Durkheim's classic work *Le Suicide*, the existence of this association had become a commonplace, and it is even more of a commonplace today. For generations, high suicide rates have either been accepted as one of the penalties of modern progress or developed as indicators of suffering and ruthlessness bred by urban industrialism. And this is not only by moralists and social theorists, but by social workers and medical men as well. Very recently, a few specialists have indeed begun to point out that in the mid 20th century, rural suicide rates have not always been lower than urban ones, and so suggest that the apparent rise in the suicide rates of Western European countries during the 19th century may simply reflect failing levels of concealment and increasing efficiently in completing statistics. But that suicide was indeed especially high in the great urban centers of industrialism in the 19th and early 20th century has seemingly remained unquestioned. Victorian fashions, women's fashion. Silhouettes. Women's clothing emphasized modestly and defined shallowly, often with corset and king's waist. The style in evolved from large cronlines and the 1850 and 1860s. The bustles in the 1870 and 1880s. Materials. Luxurious fabrics like silk, velvet, and lace were popular among the wealthy, while cotton became more accessible for the middle and working classes. Accessories. Gloves, hats, parasols, and jewelry were essentially the accessories often signified a woman's social status. Colors, dark, rich colors like burgundy, navy, and black become especially fashionable in her later Victorian era, influenced in part by Queen Victoria's mourning for Prince Albert. Children's fashion. Children's clothing was often miniature versions of adult styles, though more comfortable and practical as the 19th century progressed. Men's fashion, formality. Men's clothing was characterized by tailored suits, waistcoats, and top hats, reflecting a sense of dignity and professionalism. Fabrics, wool and tweed were commonly used, particularly for daytime wear. Accessories, pocket watches, and walking sticks were common among gentlemen. Here is an image of Victorian age depicting lively 19th century street scenes in England. It showcases the classist architecture, fashion, and daily life of the era. Conclusion. The Victorian era was a time of profound transformation shaped by industrialization, rigid social norms, and culture evolution. The Victorian sensibility reflected a complex mix of progress and conservatism. As a social grappled with moral values, faith, and challenges of modernization, industrialization brought economic and technological growth, but also social dislocation, leading to an increase in suicide rates as individuals faced alienation and mental strain in rapidly growing urban centers. Simultaneously, Victorian fashion served as a visual representation of the era's values. With elaborate style emphasizing modestly caste distinctions and technological advancements like mass production and synthetic dyes. These are my references. Thank you. You can, if you have any question, you can ask.
Okay, my question is for you. How did Victorian sensibility reflect the moral values of the era?
Victorian sensibility emphasized the strict moral codes, emphasizing duty and self constraint, reflect moral values in Victoria's. Next.
Question, my question is what caused the higher suicide rates during industrialism?
uh, poor working poverty and less of community supports to lead to stress and isolation, so it's caused higher suicide rates during industrialism. Thank you.